Thank you, Samir. It is a real pleasure to be here with you today. Dear Masters in Management class of 2027, it is really such a pleasure and an honor to be here to celebrate your commencement. And I would, similar to Samir, like to start by extending a warm welcome to your parents, your families, friends, as well as to the members of our community who are also here today or elsewhere to mark this milestone moment. Our alumni, our faculty, our staff. And I do think it's worthwhile for us to celebrate and to recognize all of these that, whose love, encouragement, and late night WhatsApp calls have helped you get here today. So I'm going to ask you again to stand up and applaud all of this community that are here and elsewhere to support you, to this day. I also want to offer a special thanks to our speaker, Kun Yang, about which you'll hear a little bit more, for sharing her inspiring trajectory of achievements and impact that we will all learn a little bit more about very, very soon. Your commencement today is a tremendous achievement. But this ceremony is also a magical moment in academic life. One where our entire community gets together to recognize and celebrate the hard work, the resilience, and the passion that has brought you to this outstanding milestone. And I'm honored to be here with you to start this next exciting chapter of your lives, and to do it here in Singapore, a place of innovation and development, and an inspiration for all of us on what foresight, imagination, and hard work can achieve. And you are indeed a very special group. And graduation is the perfect opportunity for each and every one of you to take a step back and to look around, to see and appreciate your wonderful classmates. And what a truly unique global cohort you are, with 45 different nationalities amongst 217 students. The INSEAD MIM is a unique and special experience that you have gone through together. Each one of you has added a distinctive ingredient: your languages, cultures, skills, experiences, quirks, and together you have cooked up something that only INSEAD could serve. A classroom where no single story dominates and where everyone learns to listen first. Together, you've tackled balance sheets and business models, but also karaoke finals, gastronomic diplomacy, and the occasional morning after. From the forest of Fontainebleau to the city-states of Singapore, and across many other places, you have carried one another through deadlines and detours, startups and finals, successes and disappointments. And in doing so, you have forged bonds that will outlast every single job title that you will ever hold. This is a fundamental part of the INSEAD experience, and those forged friendships become the foundation for a lifelong ability to connect across cultures and perspectives. The experience you had and the connections you formed are not by chance. They happened because your wonderful group did not join any school. You joined INSEAD. And for the benefit of the families and friends that are present here, I want to share a few words about the story, the mission, and the distinct nature of our school. Because INSEAD is indeed a very special place, a mission-driven school that stays true through its founding values of diversity, independence, rigor and relevance, closeness to business, and entrepreneurship. INSEAD was founded in 1957 by Georges Doriot, a visionary who believed that business and leadership could knit a war-torn Europe back together. His idea was radical: to create a place that connects ideas, people, and cultures from everywhere, teach them cutting-edge management, and send them around the world to build prosperity and peace. This is a very unique and powerful combination that is just as relevant today as it was then. And while you surely feel it now, this appreciation will become ever more salient as you gain professional experience. I'm often reminded of the transformative power and enduring relevance of our school when I meet alumni around the world, whether at global forums or in more intimate gatherings, especially our most senior alumni. Again and again, they tell me how INSEAD changed their lives, and the deeply held conviction that the world needs INSEAD now more than ever. And I have that direct experience myself, that connection to the transformative power, not just because I became the dean of this wonderful school a few years ago, but actually going back to the 1980s, when I first encountered INSEAD. In 1980, my dad was a marketing executive in a firm in Portugal. And he came to INSEAD to do a long-form executive program in marketing. This was just 6 years after we had our democratic revolution in Portugal. And we were quite insular at that time. He returned home electrified, talking about marketing segmentation in the morning and multicultural dinners at night. That left a long-lasting impression on his career and on his personal journey. And through him, in my family, particularly myself and my sister were old enough to appreciate a little bit of his experience. But of course, INSEAD has evolved and grown since 1957 and since 1980. We are a truly global institution with campuses around the world, from Singapore and Abu Dhabi and a hub in San Francisco. We have gained global recognition and impact. Our faculty create pioneering research that shapes how companies address some of the most pressing issues of our time, from AI to circular economies to the future of work. And we continue to innovate and to look to the future through our curriculum, our executive training, and our global engagement. But most important, INSEAD has remained true to the vision of our founders and to our mission of bringing together the people, the culture, and the ideas to develop responsible leaders who transform business and society, who strive to make the world a better place. There are many other business schools that are very good at teaching about management, but there's only one truly global business school, the only one where there is no dominant culture in the classroom, where everyone is a minority, where everyone learns to respect, to work, and cherish all perspectives and experiences, and to drive positive impact in the world through business. In today's increasingly polarized world, the need to bring diverse people together, to collaborate, to dialogue, to communicate, to drive impact has never been more urgent. And that's why INSEAD is so important. And that's why you are so important, because you are INSEAD. And this brings me to you and your responsibility. The next stage of your journey happens at a crucial moment in history. The world is once again facing great disruption and divide. We're living through a time of profound transformation, technological, environmental, and societal. Generative AI is rewriting industries faster than regulators can blink. Wildfires now burn north of the Arctic Circle, and wars have emerged and re-emerged. The need to come together, to build bridges, and to connect has never been greater. But despite this challenging and sobering context, I remain optimistic. That's in no small part thanks to you, the MIM class of 2027. After all, you've just completed your MIM right here at INSEAD, and that makes you part of the solution. We have prepared you to deal with all the business and societal issues responsibly, ethical, and with sound judgment, to make positive impact, to drive transformation. You have the knowledge and the skills to analyze, the values to choose wisely, and the network to mobilize change. And as graduates of INSEAD, that means you carried great responsibility, especially in today's challenging times. You are in this unique and privileged position, one with the potential to change people's lives. So, whenever you source a supplier, ask about its carbon plan. Whenever you launch a product, test its bias. When you get a seat at the table, keep an empty chair for the unheard. Because it's not only important to succeed, but to connect and to lead with purpose beyond yourselves. The world needs not more spectators. It needs more responsible leaders, and that title belongs to you right now. Take your knowledge and the experience to your future companies and back to your communities. Use it to bring about change. You have an outsized role to play in transforming the world and an outsized responsibility to lead by example. But you're not alone in this task. In fact, while today you celebrate the conclusion of your studies, it's not the end of your INSEAD journey. Becoming a graduate of INSEAD brings with it a powerful network of peers and friends around the world who will be with you throughout your life. You will be part of a global community of more than 73,000 strong INSEAD alumni in 183 countries. A global community of responsible leaders, just like you. No other business school has the breadth and depth of the alumni community such as ours. This expansive network is not just a testament to our shared history. It is really a vibrant, active community ready to support you in your future endeavors. Ask any alum to look at the WhatsApp of their promotion of their year, and you will be amazed by the level of activity 10, 20, 30 years on. Need a co-founder in Nairobi, an investor in São Paulo, a mentor in Seoul? They're just one email away. If you make the first move, the network works at the speed of your own generosity. So give first, ask back second, and watch the opportunity boomerang back around when you least expect it. Engage with your National Alumni Association. Volunteer. Share what you learn. The more you contribute, the richer the experience becomes to all of us. This is the secret sauce of INSEAD, a network that grows in value as you contribute to it. Let us continue to build this legacy together, fostering a community that thrives on mutual support and a shared vision for a better world. And do stay in touch with us. We're fully vested in your success. I look forward to hearing your stories of success in the future. And I want also to learn about how INSEAD has transformed your life, and now you're changing the world for the better. Singapore's founding father, Lee Kuan Yew, once said, "There is a glorious rainbow that beckons those with the spirit of adventure. And there are rich findings at the end of that rainbow. To the young and the not too old, I say, look at the horizon, follow that rainbow, go ride it." Dear MIM class of 2027, the horizon has never been wider. Go ride that rainbow. Congratulations, Masters in Management 2027. Now go on and change the world.
Thank you, Francisco, for your words of encouragement and inspiration to our MIM class of 2027. It is my honor now to introduce you to our distinguished alumni speaker, Kun Jiang. Kun Jiang is an entrepreneur, investor, and an INSEAD entrepreneur in residence who believes the most meaningful businesses are born out of real human pain points. She began her career in law, investment banking, and private equity. Then she saw the light before moving into entrepreneurship. She founded Biomark, a healthcare diagnostics and analytics platform that expanded across 5 countries, serving thousands of clinics and millions of patients. Through her lived experience and listening to mothers, she identified a gap in postpartum care, where clinical support existed, but the emotional and recovery journey was often overlooked. Seeing an untapped blue ocean opportunity in Vietnam, she founded the Joyful Nest, the country's first luxury postpartum sanctuary, combining medical excellence with deeply personalized restorative care. Today, she is focused on expanding the Joyful Nest while mentoring and investing in businesses across Southeast Asia that turn real-world challenges into meaningful and scalable impact. Please join me in warmly welcoming Kun Jiang to the podium.